When we look into the eyes of a great ape, we're seeing a reflection of our own ancient past. It's an incredible connection, and nowhere is that connection stronger than with chimpanzees and bonobos. For a long time, scientists thought bonobos were just a smaller, more slender type of chimpanzee, sometimes calling them pygmy chimpanzees. But in 1929, after careful study, they were officially recognized as their own unique species. This discovery was a huge moment in our understanding of primate evolution. It revealed that we have not one, but two closest living relatives in the animal kingdom, each offering a different glimpse into the story of what it means to be a primate. The genetic bond we share with these apes is simply astounding. Imagine nearly 99% of our DNA is identical to that of both chimpanzees and bonobos. This makes them our nearest cousins on the family tree of life. It's a humbling fact that highlights how recently in evolutionary time our paths diverged. Studying them is like opening a living history book, allowing us to piece together clues about our own ancestors' behavior, social structures, and intelligence. Every observation, whether it's how they interact or how they solve a problem, provides invaluable insight into the evolutionary forces that shape not only them, but us as well. This close relationship makes the differences between them even more fascinating. While they look similar at first glance, their societies are worlds apart. It's a classic case of nature showing us that there isn't just one way to be a successful great ape. By comparing their distinct lifestyles, we can explore how different environmental pressures and social dynamics can lead to vastly different outcomes, even among species that are so closely related. It's a powerful lesson in the diversity of life, and the intricate ways that behavior and environment are linked together in the wild. Exploring the lives of chimpanzees and bonobos is more than just an academic exercise, it's a journey into our own identity. They are two sides of the same evolutionary coin, each representing a different potential path that our own lineage could have taken. One species shows a world shaped by competition and conflict, while the other reveals a path of cooperation and peace. Understanding these two remarkable apes helps us better understand the spectrum of behaviors that exist within the primate family, including our own. Their stories are, in many ways, a part of our story, written in the heart of the African continent. The story of how chimpanzees and bonobos became two distinct species is a powerful example of nature's ability to shape life. The main character in this evolutionary drama is a river, the mighty Congo River. Scientists believe that over 1 million years ago, a single population of ancestral apes roamed the forests of Central Africa. Then, a dramatic climate shift may have caused the river's water level to drop, allowing a group of these apes to cross to the southern bank. When the river eventually rose again, it became an impassable barrier, as great apes are not swimmers. This separation was the beginning of their divergent journeys. Once isolated on opposite sides of the river, the two groups could no longer interbreed. This geographic isolation is the key to speciation, the process by which new species arise. North of the river, the apes evolved into the species we now know as chimpanzees. They adapted to a wider range of habitats, from dense forests to more open woodlands and savannas across Central and West Africa. This broader territory presented different challenges and opportunities, shaping their evolution in a unique way. Today, their range is much larger and more fragmented than their southern cousins. South of the Congo River, in the lush, stable rainforests of what is now the Democratic Republic of the Congo, the other group evolved into bonobos. This environment was different. It was a land of plenty. Food was more consistently available, and the dense forest provided a stable, resource-rich home. Confined to this specific region, bonobos adapted to a life with less competition for food. This unique ecological setting is believed to be a major reason why their social structure and behaviors evolved to be so different from those of the chimpanzees living just across the water. This natural experiment, created by the Congo River, gave rise to two incredible species from a single ancestor. It's a perfect illustration of allopatric speciation, where a physical barrier leads to evolutionary divergence. The river acted as a permanent wall, allowing genetics, environment, and time to work their magic independently on each population. The result is a tale of two apes whose shared ancestry is undeniable, yet whose paths were forever altered by the simple, powerful force of a geographic divide. Today, their distributions remain starkly defined by this ancient aquatic boundary. The most striking differences between chimpanzees and bonobos are found in their social structures. Chimpanzee society is a world defined by hierarchy and power, and it's the males who are in charge. These communities are patriarchal, with an alpha male at the top, who maintains his status through strength, strategic alliances with other males, and often through intimidation and aggression. Competition is a constant theme, whether it's for food, status, or mates. Male chimpanzees are known to be highly territorial, patrolling the borders of their land and engaging in violent, sometimes lethal, conflicts with neighboring groups to protect their resources. In stark contrast, bonobo society is a peaceful, female-led world. It is a matriarchal system where females form strong bonds and alliances, creating a social network that forms the core of the group. While males can still be aggressive, the female coalition holds the real power and works to keep conflicts in check. Bonobos are famous for their make-love, not war approach to life. They use social sexual behavior, from embraces to genital rubbing, as a tool to diffuse tension, resolve conflicts, and strengthen social bonds. This behavior is not just about reproduction, it's a fundamental part of their social fabric that promotes harmony and cooperation. These behavioral differences are mirrored in their physical appearance. Chimpanzees are generally larger and more robustly built. An adult male chimp has a stocky, powerful torso and strong arms, well suited for both climbing and displays of strength. They have broad faces, with a prominent brow ridge, giving them a rugged and imposing look. This powerful build is an asset in their highly competitive male-dominated world, where physical prowess plays a key role in establishing dominance and defending territory against rivals. Their bodies are built for a life of intense physical competition. Bonobos, on the other hand, are leaner and more gracile. They are often described as having a more elongated body with longer legs relative to their arms. This physique makes them particularly adept at walking upright or bipedally, which they do more often than chimpanzees. Their faces are also distinct, with a smaller head, less pronounced brow ridges, and features that many describe as more delicate, including full lips and expressive eyes. This slender build reflects a life with less physical conflict and an adaptation to a different style of movement through their more stable forest environment. The different environments that chimpanzees and bonobos inhabit have played a huge role in shaping their distinct behaviors. Chimpanzees often live in habitats where food resources, like ripe fruit, can be scarce and patchily distributed. This scarcity drives competition. When food is hard to find, you have to fight for it, and this reality has likely fostered the evolution of their aggressive and territorial nature. Their famous tool-using abilities, such as using sticks to fish for termites or stones to crack nuts, are clever adaptations to extract every last bit of nutrition from a challenging environment. Bonobos, living south of the Congo River, found themselves in a natural paradise. The rainforests of the Congo Basin are incredibly rich and provide a year-round abundance of food. With fruit and other vegetation readily available, there was simply less need for competition. This constant supply of resources is thought to be the key factor that allowed their peaceful, cooperative society to flourish. Since they didn't have to compete fiercely for meals, they developed social strategies to share and maintain harmony, reducing the need for the kind of aggressive displays seen in chimpanzees. Sadly, despite their remarkable adaptations and intelligence, both of our closest relatives are in grave danger. Chimpanzees and bonobos are both listed as endangered species, facing a barrage of threats driven by human activity. The primary threat is habitat loss due to deforestation, as logging and agriculture clear the forests they depend on for survival. This encroachment not only shrinks their world, but also brings them into closer contact and conflict with humans, often with tragic results for the apes. It's a battle for space that they are losing. Beyond habitat destruction, both species are victims of the illegal bushmeat trade and poaching. They are hunted for their meat, and infant apes are often captured for the illegal pet trade after their mothers are killed. For bonobos, the situation is even more critical. Their entire population is confined to the Democratic Republic of the Congo, a region plagued by political instability and poverty, which makes conservation efforts incredibly difficult and dangerous. Protecting these species is not just about saving an animal, it's about preserving a vital link to our own evolutionary history and protecting the rich biodiversity of our planet for future generations.